Good morning to all of you. Before we start with the virtual class, I would like to brief you about the course. So there will be two books that we will be following this year. The first is your textbook, which is Kaleidoscope. It is a textbook in English elective for class 12. You might be wondering that why are we doing 12th grade textbook in 11th grade? But let me tell you, this is a textbook which you are going to follow for these 2 years. So we have divided the chapters, poems, prose for a half for this year and the other half for the next year. So you have another fiction, A Tiger for Malgudi by R.K. Narayan, the famous Indian English novelist, which we'll be doing this year. You will need this for the next year, that is in your grade 12. So we make sure that all the prose and the poems that we read this year and the next year, we read it thoroughly. We read in between the lines and we make sure that we remember it for these 2 years to years. Okay. So we will use one journal and then you will have a portfolio. Now you might be wondering, what is that portfolio? Portfolio is nothing but it's a kind of a file where you keep all the worksheets given by your teacher, like begin with an end worksheets, and all file them together. We'll begin with the short story I Sell My Dreams, which is written by the famous Colombian writer Gabriel Garcia Marquez. He was born in the year 1927 and he died in the year 2014. So I'll tell you about the author, about the lesson, what is the definition of short story or what do you mean by short story. I'll also tell you about the setting of the story and the lesson in brief. So the author of your text is Gabriel Garcia Marquez, as I already told you. He's a very famous novelist, short story writer and journalist. He's considered to be one of the very famous writers of Latin American, master of narrative. He won the Nobel Prize in Literature in the year 1982. His two famous works are 100 Years in Solitude and Love in the Time of Cholera. Okay, these are very famous works. Some of his themes that you find in his stories are violence, solitude, and the human need for love. These are the very important things that you find in his stories. You'll also come across these themes in our story, that is I Sell My Dreams. I would like to tell you something about short story. Rather, I would say it's an introduction to what short story really means. I know you have been doing it since so many years, but just to brief you on short story. A short story is a prose narrative of limited length. So it could be of a limited length or it could be a bit lengthy. But what defines a short story is that it organizes the action and thoughts of its characters into the pattern of a plot. Okay, and the plot form may be comic, tragic, romantic, or satiric. What do I mean by this? The plot could be comic. The plot could have element of humor. It could be tragic, including something very serious and grave. It could be romantic, which might involve imagination. Okay, and at the same time, it could also be satiric. Okay, so there might be thematic variation. Now, as for example, the story that you have in your textbook differs. Some stories deal with fantasy, some stories deal with reality, some deals with alienation and separation, and some of the stories deal with the problem of choice in personal life. You have a chapter in your book, that is Emma, where she finds it difficult to make a choice. And when she ultimately makes a choice, she feels whether she is right or wrong. So we cannot judge a person. If a person is doing something, that person is good. If a person doesn't do this, that person is bad. So basically this is literature which tells you that you cannot be judgmental, you cannot be biased, you cannot judge anyone on the basis of the action. Because what a person does now, that person thinks that is good for him, but the same thing might not be good from your perspective. It's all matter of perspective, glance, how you try to see the other person. Stories employ certain techniques so that the readers can relate to the story and which helps them to understand the story in a better way. So one of the techniques used in this particular story is magic realism. Okay, now you might be wondering or you might be thinking, what is this magic realism? This is very simple, I'll tell you. Magical realism, magic realism, or marvelous realism is a type of fiction and literary genre that paints a realistic view of the modern world while also adding magical elements. So I'll tell you, this is a technique where the author uses realism, something that is real, also with imagination. So as the title of your short story says, I Sell My Dreams, I have given you a clue. Now, so the particular title, I Sell My Dreams, dreams could be something which could be magical here, and the other elements in the story could be something which is real, right? So it's a combination of something which is real plus something magical. So real plus magical equals to magical realism. Okay, this story reflects, like most of his works, a high point in Latin American magic realism. It is rich, lucid, mixing reality with fantasy. So something which is real plus fantasy, as I already told you. There's one more technique in the story. As you read the story, I'm very sure you'll also get it. That is flashback. Okay, so we are in the present and suddenly we go back to the past. This technique is known as flashback, which is also used in the story. I Sell My Dreams was published in the year 1980. The setting of the story is Havana Riviera Hotel. This is very important, you need to remember this. And the characters are Frida, the author, the Portuguese ambassador, Pablo Neruda. So the main character is Frida. She is the main character around which the entire plot revolves. She is also the mind of the story. Okay, so we need to study her in details, which we'll do in the course of the class. To brief you about the story, I Sell My Dreams is about Frida. She is the brain of the story. As I already told you, she is the main protagonist of the story. You should remember her name for sure. Her name is Frida. As the title of the story indicates, I sell my dreams, that someone is selling dreams. And as we read the story, as we progress our reading, as we come to know the whole story, we definitely come to know that it's Frida who is selling her dreams. Okay, this woman is struggling, or rather struggles hard to make her living. She is the third of 11 children, and when she was very small and when she realized that she could speak, she started telling her dreams to her family. Before breakfast, they used to sit together and she used to tell her dreams to everyone in the family. Today, you'll first read the whole story. So before you sit down to write class task and the home task, I'll give you certain guidelines how to go about writing your answers. Sometimes it happens that a question is asked for 2 marks and the same question could also be asked for 4 marks. Now the challenge is how to write those answers, right? So if the question is for 2 marks, you know how to write the straightforward answer. But if the same question is asked for 4 marks, you need to know how to include key points and then you need to elaborate the answer. Okay. Now, what do I exactly mean by keywords? I'll be repeating these keywords many times. Okay. So what do I mean by key points? Key points are those points which are very crucial in a story and that cannot be avoided at any cost. You need to be very particular about the key points. There would be a question and the question always demands certain kinds of words in the answer. See, when you were in 10th grade, it was different. When you read this book, it's a bit different. Okay, so it's like a transition from one level to the other level that would require more of a reading. And I again repeat myself. I might sound so repetitive, but I will again repeat myself that you need to read in between the lines. You read everything from the text. Each and every word should be given importance. So you need to be very particular about your grammatical errors, especially tenses, punctuation, and spellings. So now, after you go through this video, you are given a class task and a home task. Since this is your first day, I did not give you many questions to be done. There are only 2 questions. And again, then you will see a home task where I ask you to read the whole story first, then the first 2 pages. And from those first 2 pages, you will give me the key points. You write the key points in the form of a sentence in your journals. Okay, thank you.